It's March. Where are you with your goals? In this video today, Sissy and I, we're going to share some of the things that you could do to make sure you stay on track with your goals. So stay tuned.
Hey, Blissful friends, welcome back to another episode of the Blissology podcast. I am your host, Cece, and I'm joined by my hubby, my other host.
Hey everyone, this is Willem, and welcome to another episode of the Blissology podcast. If it's your first time joining us, please subscribe. This is a weekly podcast where we talk about
love, life, relationships, politics, whatever else is going on around the world. Right, babe?
stuff.
We talk about stuff. Interesting stuff, okay? Not just nonsense stuff. We talk about good stuff here on this platform. So yes, as you guys know, we are going to go into our blissful moment. I don't know if you have a blissful moment, babe.
Nope, it's been a non-blissful week. No,
Well,
I'm
I
just
think
kidding.
it's been a blissful moment. I know earlier you're working, with the girls, but I'll tell you what my blissful moment is. My blissful moment is actually my daughters. They've been in their room, and their room is a bit further from our room. So one thing is that the little one, when she has to go use the bathroom, and she'll wake up the older one, like she'll wake up her sister, I gotta go pee-pee. I gotta go to the bathroom. And her sister's like, okay. Like, it's just so cute, like, the bond that they have. Like, usually my husband would be like, okay, I hear them talking. I gotta go to the room and see what's going on. And I think it was the other morning, it was like around 4:30 or whatever, my husband got up and we heard them talking, and he went to their room and see that they were both up. I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah, one was reading a story to the other one. 4 o'clock in the morning.
And I'm like, no, don't do it.
That's we bought a book for them. This storybook that they wanted. The book came in the night before.
The day before.
And I read part of the story.
Yes.
And the other one says she wanted to read it. I'm like, okay, you'll read it tomorrow. She got about 4 o'clock to read the book.
I'm like, first of all, it's not that interesting.
Well, to her, it
I
is.
understand. But you don't have to wake up that early at 4 o'clock in the morning. So we had to tell her to go back to sleep because it's not that important for you to be up that early to read. She loves to read though.
Yeah, she's an avid reader, and I'd say I'm proud that she's embraced reading.
Yes.
So as much as I wanted to let her just stay up and finish reading the book, it didn't make sense for her to be up that early.
I'm like, if it's not about your school, it's not a school homework thing that you have to do to turn in by 6 or 7 o'clock. But she's so into dancing, like ballet and all that, and she was like, I want to buy a few books on this particular
ballerina.
Yes, that she really into. I think her name is Missy something. So she was like, Mommy, I have to read it tomorrow morning. I'm like, yeah, okay, baby, fine. That's fine. Tomorrow morning is fine. But I didn't think she was going to be up that early and wake up the little one. Hey, get up. I want to read a book to you. I'm like, no, baby, we don't do that. But it was just so cute how they get each other up to go use the bathroom, which is a little bit distance from our room. And they just, support each other. It's so cute, They're like my mini-me. They really are. So I think your blissful moment was you guys were on the table earlier doing homework, and you started doing these funny voices. And I was like, what's taking them so long? And next thing you know, my daughter came in the bedroom and she's like, Mommy, look what Daddy and I was doing after we're done with the homework and all that. So they had this kind of daddy-daughter bonding moment earlier. And I think it was kind of cute, right, babe? Would you say?
We did.
Yeah.
I didn't think she was going to take so much joy in the video that I filmed.
Yes.
But she liked it. Mm-hmm. She was so excited to show her sister what we did.
Yes. So. It was funny, and they were laughing, and they were like, And that's the thing, guys. It's just the smallest thing that matters in your kid's life, Although the podcast today is not about, the small things that matter, which we talked about already. But I just feel like when you spend a time with your children, because listen, they grow up so fast. You got to put at least a couple hours aside. I know you go to work, you do what you got to do, but then when you're home with your kids, they so happy to see you. They're like, I've been home with my mom all day 24/7. I'm happy to see somebody else. I'm happy to see daddy. And they do get so excited when daddy gets home. The little one would run to the bath, run into the garage and like, daddy home, and get so excited. And it's just like a warm feeling when your child is happy to see you. So
yeah, you're right. Absolutely.
yeah. So take the time with your kid. Okay, do silly things. But okay, let's put all that aside. Let's get into the topic of the day. Babe, what's going on today? What do you have for our peoples today?
It's March. It's March.
Which is Women History.
Yes, it's Women History Month, but this month has a reputation where all these New Year's resolutions that people usually set, it's usually when it kind of breaks off.
Listen. So guys, it's March already. Can you believe it? Like, I feel like yesterday was the first of the new year, like the 1st of January.
I remember what happened on the 1st.
I remember I lost my voice. It felt like it was yesterday. Does that mean we've been busy or
we have been busy.
Right? When you think about it, does time fly when you get stuff done? When you're busy, when you like, but to some people, they like, man.
I can't wait for it to be that because the time seems to be moving so slow.
Right.
Well, if you sit around and looking at the time every second, you won't see it moving. Mm-hmm. However, if you're so busy handling other things, you lose track of time.
Yes. Like when I'm right. Like the thing is when I'm home, with the kids, and before you know it, my alarm went off at 6:00. It's dinner time. And I'm like, what? Like, hold on, time. Slow down. First of all, give me a few hours, okay? But the thing is, where are you with your goals? Are you like really?
Well, March is a good. It's a good month to take a look back at your goals.
The last 3 months.
Because there's tons of things that's happened since January 1st. Mm-hmm. Things that will distract you. Well, not will. They've distracted many of us. Things that gets in the way. We got busy. Sometimes it's with family. Sometimes it's with work. There are things that will try to get in the way. So March, and I think every quarter we should all do that. And someone should do it even on a monthly basis. Mm-hmm. Take a look back at what you wanted to do and where are you with it. Now, you could be anywhere with it, but you have to take a look to see where you are.
Right.
If you're doing good and you're moving along well, great.
Oh, good for you, girl.
Yeah.
Good for you.
However, if there's things that you wanted to have accomplished by this time, we've completed 2 full months of the year, and if you haven't done them, this is a time for reassessing what you wanted to do.
And I think I want to say, too, it's never too late for you to turn your good intentions into reality. It's never too late.
Well, if it's December 31st, it's too late.
Well, yes.
However, but yes, I mean, at this time of year, it's not too late. There's plenty of time to recover. There's plenty of time to reroute or rearrange what you wanted to do just to make sure that you can get to where you needed to be.
Right. Yes.
Yeah, so reassessing your goal, this is like the best time to do it.
Yes. I mean, I know, like I mentioned to you guys last time, I don't remember which podcast it was when I said that my goals, I don't do mine in the beginning of the new year. I don't do it. There's just so much pressure. And I don't like being pressured, I don't like it. I do well. I don't work under pressure, but if I have to, I will do it. But I like to, categorize myself and say, you know what? I don't want the pressure on the 1st of January for me to start tackling my goals. I like to do it whether if it's February or March, like last year or the year before. I started in March because I was like, let me just, look at myself and see where I'm at, and before I really jump into this new thing, But yeah, reassessing your goals is definitely important, like, which is exactly what you just said.
Yeah. And remember, we had talked about make your goal measurable.
Yes, we mentioned that on the first
Make sure
time.
that you set something that you can track, which means when you sit and you want to look back at what needed to get done, you can look at, okay, was this done?
Was it really important to be there too?
Yes.
Yes.
And if your goal was general, this is a good time to really take it and make it very specific.
Yes.
And then add actions to it.
Yeah, action is
because in 3 months from now or in 2 months from now, it'll be a good time to look at it again to see where you are. And these actions are going to be what you're going to look at to see where they're occurring.
Well, one thing I want to say is that do 3 things in the morning, right? I'm very much all about my goals. I'm very much about very organized when it comes to what I want to get done. I would write it down. Write it down is my thing, guys. Like I tell my husband that all the time. Does it do it? I mean, it's working slowly. And if it doesn't do it, I do it for him. You know, that's how I'm able to help him accomplish what he wants to accomplish throughout the day. Like I know he work, but when he come home, I want to make sure that is the things that he wanted to do that night, I write them down or I list them for him. That way he doesn't forget to do them. And I know Mel Robbins said the first thing you do in the morning is to write it down. If you have 3 things you want to accomplish for the day, write it down. Number 1, I want to exercise. Number 2, I want to make sure that I reach out to clients or whatever. And number 3, whatever is important to you, just do it. And you will see how your day or your goals will, you'll get to them.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, I've had my issues with writing things down, but
you're getting better.
I can feel the difference already.
You're getting better.
And a lot of times I write things down at work and it's at home. I've been lax, but obviously you've been on my case, but it's helpful.
I got paid to take care of you, so I'm your coach. So I got to make sure that you do what
I had to pay her.
Well, yes.
So
he's my client, okay? I was like, baby, listen, you got to sign this. This is our agreement.
It's not a contract.
This is our agreement. And that's the thing, accountability. I got to hold him accountable. Yes. Like he has so many goals that he wants to accomplish. And you got to be able to say, okay, I need to hire someone. And my wife is a life coach, purpose coach, goal coach. So I want to make sure that I am accomplishing the things that I said I want to accomplish this year.
And just want to state that I didn't get a discount.
No.
So I better see results.
You already seen results.
Yes, so but yes, it's important to have things written down.
Yes.
And I've been able to get a lot of things done. Yes, sometimes it may come as a bit insensitive on my part because if something is on the list, I want to get it done. And I got to talk, was it yesterday or earlier today about, hey, I know this is on there, but family's important. So, but it's important. It gives me that mental reminder that says, hey, this thing is here. It needs to get done. And I can get tunnel focus on things where I see it and I see nothing else because it's on the list.
It's right in front of you. I got my husband's sticky notes. I got him like board, like a big board. So desk calendars, okay? And the last thing I got him was a small board that he can fit like a few things on.
It's on my desk now. I have a dry erase marker and I write on it. I'm looking at it right now.
Right. Right. And right now it's, there's nothing on it. So
no, I just wiped it out.
Right.
Because this is the last thing for the day. Obviously reassessing our goal is important and those are some of the things we can make sure that we writing things down will help us stay on track.
In small portions, right?
Yes.
Yes. Like 3 things. That's all you need. 3 things for the day that are very important to you for you to stay on top of your goals. Yes. Go on, babe. So what's the next key point that we want to tell them?
It's all on you, what you do. So don't blame it on either someone else or other circumstances. So stop blaming other things or other people for what didn't happen. Mm-hmm. So the responsibility is on you to work your plan and make it happen. Yes, there will be obstacles you have to overcome. There will be things that will happen that will try to derail you. But it still comes
Yes.
back to you to work around those obstacles and figure out ways to still make sure what you need to happen. Because the moment that you sit back and says it's because of that, then you're giving yourself reasons as to why it didn't happen and as to why it's okay that it didn't happen.
True.
And the moment
Sure.
that you're okay with it didn't happen, you start losing that momentum.
Right, absolutely. Like stop blaming other people for you not taking action on things, and the excuses part, it's like, okay, why didn't you work out today? You know, because the weather is
got home
cold,
late.
or because it's too cold, I can't wake up. No, excuses to me, it's like a way of you to,
It's an escape.
yeah, it's like, okay, I didn't do it because, I mean, just get it done. All right. Get off social media if you're one of those people that constantly you're at work, you're checking your phone, you're checking, because those are the things too. Like, I know when we work on certain areas, we tend to be on social media. I mean, I am a lot on social media because that's where most of my customers come from, right? But the thing is, when you do something on social media, just do it and get out. Because a lot of time where we tend to spend so much time scrolling and scrolling and scrolling on Instagram, and it just takes the time away from you, right? Imagine where you scrolling on social media for 1 hour, and that 1 hour you could have taken that time to work on your goals or the tasks that you had to do for the day. Like, stop blaming social media for you not getting your stuff done, because it's not social media's fault. It's actually your fault because you are on there. So yes, like just do it and get it done, because if it matters to you, you find a way to get it done.
I agree.
Yeah, so just do that and you will see how much you gonna get stuff done. You know, and the thing is too, if your mindset is not there, people start New Year's resolution where they're like, okay, I'm gonna go into the new year, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, but their mindset is not where it needs to be, right?
And a lot, this here controls a whole lot more than many of us think that it does.
Yes, for real.
You know, it could easily be if you set a goal and says, I want to get this done, but deep inside your head, you never see yourself ever being able to do that, then you will never get it done.
Yes.
You know, because you have to be able to see it in your head. You have to be able to be in a position, in a mindset where you know that that's possible and you know that you can do it. Because it's the one thing that's going to push you to make you stay engaged in those activities so you can get that stuff done.
Yes.
So it's important to make sure that we're in the right mindset.
The success mindset. You got to achieve it. You got to go hard, work hard, take a lot of actions, and do what it takes for you to be on top. Do what it takes for you to be that 1%, right? Talk about that 1%, babe. Because him and I, we constantly motivating each other, right? We're constantly motivating each other. Like every time I would go on my phone, he would either send me some kind of motivational quote or something, or I'll do something. I'll just send it over to him and says, hey, you know, energy matters too a lot to people. If your energy is low and you don't feel like doing anything, then you're not going to do anything. But if you have someone who's motivating you to get it done, like, hey, I'm cheering on for you. I mean,
it's important.
Yes.
It's important. One thing you have to make sure that you cut out from your environment, I would say, is negativity.
Whoosh.
And
Why do I say whoosh?
it hurts. Negativity, and sometimes it's internal. Sometimes it's the people around us that makes us feel this way. But you got to do everything you can to cut it out. You know, naturally we tend to see the negative before we see the positive. But for you to be in that positive mindset that will force you to continue pushing towards your goal, you got to find ways to eliminate negativity from your life.
Right.
You know, whether it's what's coming internal, look for substitution. Some things are substituted to remove it. Or if it's coming from external, then move away from that person.
Get away.
Unfriend them on social media.
Unfriend them in life.
Or unfriend them in life.
Yes.
So, but it's important because our environment has a lot to do with how we feel. And how we feel has a lot to do with what we do.
Exactly.
Because many people, if they don't feel like doing something, they'll never do it. Now, people who understand, they don't act on feeling. You know, and many athletes will tell you sometimes they don't feel like getting on the court.
Right.
But they force themselves to get on the court.
Yes.
Many people will share with you, some mornings they wake up, they don't feel like going to work, but they force themselves to go to work. Some will just wake up and call out sick.
In the parking lot.
It happens. So, and that's what we have to control, the feelings that we allow in ourselves.
Yes.
Because many times it will dictate not only the way we feel, but the way we act.
Yes, absolutely.
So yes, so part of being able to get back on track, you got to get your mind right, and get help. You know,
Get a coach.
Get a coach. Get a mentor. Find someone who's maybe doing what you're looking to do, and partner up with this person.
Yes.
Now,
yes.
There's tons of people that are already doing what you're doing. And,
right.
And believe me, people that are in a position to help sometimes are usually more than willing to help. You just have to ask. So don't do it alone.
Exactly. And the thing is where are you focused? Are you focusing on the big picture, or is it like the little step that you are making towards your goals? Because all these things matters. To me, I feel like a lot of times we don't really look at the small steps, right? Yes, it's only March, although it's moving. It's March already, but there's some steps that you've accomplished, that you made. Those are great accomplishment. You know, the things, it may not be yet where you want to be. It's still early. You still have time. But you got to be able to say, you know what? I've accomplished. I'm moving up. And I'm going to focus on the things that I want to get done.
Yeah, absolutely agree. And look at your commitment and be willing to change and be ready to change. Because when it comes to, when we set goals, our goals always moves us towards something that will change our life. That's why we set goals.
Yes.
We want to do something we haven't done. We want to get to a place we haven't been before. We want to buy something we have not owned. But be willing to go through that change.
Yes. Yeah. Change is good sometimes.
Change is good, but this is the one thing that the majority of us would resist because we get comfortable with things.
Right.
We may have said, man, I want to work harder to do this, which means I may have to change my job. But then I look back where I've been working there for 20 years, and I'm not willing to go learn a new system.
Right.
or befriend new people.
Yes.
So
and sometimes befriend new people are the ones that's bring new opportunity into your life, right? Or that new job is going to be the one that's bring new stuff into your life. So sometimes being uncomfortable is actually a good thing, because it makes you realize that, man, the fact that I'm being uncomfortable, I'm moving towards a direction where it's getting me to where I need to get to.
Yeah. And this is where you have to be very, very, very honest with yourself as you look back at the last 2 months. Did discomfort had anything to do with maybe you not getting to the point that you should have been by now?
Right.
And if it's discomfort, you got to look back to see what's causing that discomfort, and really give it some good time thinking about it to see exactly what it is. Because the moment that you get your hands on it, then you can start finding ways. Okay, now I know. Now I can find ways around it. Because at the end of the day, that goal that you set it for a reason, and you have to remind yourself why you set it and how big of a change it's going to make in either your life, your family's life, your community, once you achieve that goal by the specific time you set. And hopefully by the end of this year, I'm hoping. Or if it was a crazy long-term goal, maybe in the next 5 years. But the small activities are important.
They are important. And you got to be willing to give up anything that's taking a time from you. Right?
Giving up stuff. That's
giving
hard
up
for people
bad
sometimes.
habits, giving up binge watching these shows on Netflix, What? Last time I binge watched something
was Greenleaf.
Back on my birthday weekend. I'm like, you know what? It's my birthday, and it wasn't December. It was a holiday weekend. Listen,
2
and
days.
I was...
Yes, that's 2.
I spent the whole year working hard. Never binge watch. Last time we binge watched a movie, actually a show, was like before our kids was born.
Yeah, that was 24. That was years ago.
Yes, my husband and I, we stayed up until like 3 o'clock in the morning. We were like, really bad.
And Netflix wasn't, actually Netflix was there, but it wasn't air on Netflix. So we would wait on those days that it comes, or we'll let a couple of episodes build up. And then we just watch.
Yes. So if you don't do it every day, but when that one time come, like I binge watch Greenleaf on my birthday weekend. My birthday was on the 25th, the 26th, the 27th, and we watched that the whole weekend, right? I think it was Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So it was good. So yes, if you only binge watch like once a year or twice a year, there's nothing wrong with that. You just having your moment, if it's like on a Sunday, you just want to have your self-care Sunday and it's all for you, just want to binge watch a few shows, hey, go ahead. But don't do it during the week. Don't do it when you have all your goals waiting for you to accomplish them. And please, guys, please consider what you're doing. Don't give up on your goals, okay? Don't give up.
No, should not
give up. Is not an option.
Even if today was December 31st, if there's something you wanted to achieve, then it becomes your goal for next year. Don't ever scratch it off and just forget it. I don't want to do it anymore.
Right.
Because, there's some power in being persistent. And if we look at a lot of the things that we enjoying right now, this moment, the fact that I can sit here in the studio talking to you guys, someone had to be very persistent at making sure that these technologies that we're using now is made available to us. So if you have a goal and you want to achieve it, so what? You run into some obstacles. So what? It was difficult. So what? You didn't get to where you needed to be. The key is to stay with it and keep pushing. And
I want to say one thing too, that this podcast was our goal last year, right? We started in the middle of the year, and even sometime it's like so late at night, I'm tired. I gotta have a shot. I gotta have something to get me up, because it's something that we committed to do, right? We said whatever it takes. On the day that we recording, we are getting our butts on the chair in the studio and recording. And that's been happening ever since. So we are committed. Whatever it takes, we're not giving up. We have so much to offer. So why give up when something that's part of our goals and we are accomplish it? So we just gonna keep pushing.
Yeah, and this is the power that lies in consistency. Stop drinking water. It's the power that lies in consistency. Is to never stop. It doesn't matter. The one way that's allowed us to do a lot of things that we've done, we look at it as nothing should get in the way. Not sleep, not money, not family over, not the kids getting in the way. If we have to do this in the middle of the night, we get up in the middle of the night, we do it.
Sometimes I be tired. I'm like, it's been a long day. Can we do it the next time? My husband be like, nope.
No. That's one thing that and that's helped me and that's helped us. Don't give yourself reason to say, you know what, I'll do it next time. Because it starts one time and then you'll do it a second time. You'll do it a third time. Before you know it, you know what? It's okay for me to miss this week. I'll catch up next week. And then it turns into it's okay to miss next month. I'll catch up the following month. Before you know it, you're not doing it.
Right.
No, I said it doesn't matter what's going on. If I'm alive and you're alive,
right,
and we have power in this house, this is happening.
Right.
And we thank God for blessing us with these things. So it'll continue. And if you apply that same mentality to anything that you need to do, I don't care what it is. Whatever it is that you need to do, if you didn't get it done in the first 2 months in the year, it's okay. Now you can maybe apply this.
It's not the end of the world.
Yeah, it's not the end of the world. You can apply this mentality and push forward.
And what we said earlier, if it's a negative people that you have in your corner, just block them out. Block them out. Listen, I know sometimes people tend to look at you in a way that when you're growing and people are falling off, that's a good thing. Okay? Because you actually see the fact that you are focusing on you and your goals, your family. Other people don't really have so much impact, right? You don't really have to say, well, I have so-and-so, I'm going to have to put my goal aside to make sure that I take care of that person. No, do what you got to do, okay? And make the change now. Don't wait later. Don't wait for next month come. Don't say, you know what, I have time. Just do what you got to do. Do what you got to do.
Yep.
It's as simple as that. Focus, do your notes, stop procrastinating because it doesn't get you nowhere. It gets you nowhere in life. It gets you nowhere. Make it happen.
Absolutely. I completely agree with what she says. You have to make it happen. You have to make it happen and find ways to always look to see that what did I do that caused this not to have happened? Not what you thought someone else did. Mm-hmm. So that self-accountability piece is important because what happened to us 99% of the time is always up to us.
Right.
And sometimes it may not have been up to you, but you always have a choice when it comes to what you do after things happen. Doing this check-in on your goals at the beginning of the third month in the quarter, it's important. It's allowing you to see what's been happening and gives you an opportunity to make some changes to make sure that you stay on track with your goals or at least catch up.
Absolutely.
So yes. But I'm hoping everyone's been on track on their goals and things been moving forward. Or if you're one of those late starters like she was 2 years ago, you're just getting ready to start your goal. Just be excited about it because excitement is one thing that will carry you over like crazy obstacles. If you're excited about it, something hits you in the head, you just pick right up and you keep moving.
Moving forward. That's right. You just pick up and keep moving forward. Yes. You know? Yes. And you got to do it.
Oh, keep moving. Do it. So, guys, thank you very much for listening to our checkup on the goals.
Oh, I want to say stop sleeping on yourself, too.
She just said stop sleeping on yourself.
Okay.
So, but we appreciate you guys listening. And please, if you're sleeping on yourself, now is a good time to wake up.
That's right.
And roll up your sleeve.
Yes.
And get in the trenches.
Yes.
And push forward.
Yes.
You at war.
That's right.
War with yourself in the world. So fight your battle.
Yes.
And win.
You can fight your battles on your knees.
So I'm going to say one more time. Thank you for joining us today on this podcast.
I want to do a shout out to my dad. Shout out to my dad. My dad, Harold Philistine. Shout out to you.
All right.
I give it a shout out to you and my mom. Hopefully you guys are doing good. Get it going, Sarah.
I don't know how you get Sarah
Get it
there,
going,
but
Abraham.
we appreciate you, and obviously my in-laws. That's who she was just giving a shout out to. So
yeah, to my mom, I want a little.
Thank you for supporting us and
Isaac.
Everyone who's been supporting us on this channel.
Yes.
Tuning in every Saturday at 12:15 to watch us, or sometime in the week. We appreciate you.
Yes.
You know, we here doing this. Part of it is for us, but part of it is for you.
Exactly.
So thank you. Now, if it's your first time with us, remember to subscribe and obviously hit the bell notification so you can be notified when this video comes out.
Yes.
And all the other ones that are coming. And remember, we have a whole lot of other ones that we posted. Actually, we've been posting since like August.
Since August.
So we have a whole lot of other videos that you can
just go
take
back
a look
and watch
that cover
them.
a number
Right.
of different subjects.
Right.
So
just go back.
So definitely you can take a look back at some of the other things that we have.
Lean back.
But we really appreciate you tuning in, and thank you, and share this with anyone you know. Because the subject that we cover is so broad, I think anyone can benefit from this. So, but we really thank you, and we will see you next Saturday.
Bye.
Peace.